All right, thank you for meeting with me again. Last time we met, we did a 24-hour recall where I just reviewed your diet for one day and we kind of talked a little bit about that. So since you last spoke with me, were there any changes that you started to make to your diet, or was there any topics you wanted to talk about, maybe any goals?
Yes, I would like to start eating breakfast. So I have problems that I'm very busy mornings. I have a very busy morning, so I don't have time to eat. I just drink maybe a coffee, and I would like to eat something for breakfast if it is anything that I can grab and go. Something that's more healthy than I don't know, crackers or.
Okay, yeah, we can talk about that. So since you said that you have busy mornings and you would like for it to be on the go, I'd like to show you your diet analysis from the last time we met. Looks like you are eating around 1,000 calories, which is fairly low. The average adult should be eating around 2,000. But because you're so busy, I'm thinking that we could come up with a few breakfast ideas that would have it be nutritional so that you're still getting the nutrition that you need, but so that you could still fit it into your busy mornings. So let's put this aside. I think breakfast is a good goal. I think you're on the right track. So I want to review a nutrition label for you, because if you're going to be on the go, I want you to be able to, if there is smaller packaged products that you are more likely to grab, like a muffin or maybe a yogurt, I want you to be able to know what you're eating beforehand. I'm just going to go over that with you. Are you comfortable with the nutrition label?
A little bit, yes, but you can explain a little bit more to me. How should I read? Because I'm a little bit concerned about the sugar I intake. We do have a family dairy problems.
Okay.
So I don't know if it is okay to eat like 2 fruits or just one, or it is like sugar amount that I have to watch for breakfast, or maybe just for lunch.
Okay. So the nutrition facts label, and again, this is only if there's packaged products. You won't necessarily find this on everything, but for the things that you do just grab quickly, you can always look. So we'll start at the top where it'll say serving size. So that's, for example, if it would to say 2, you would think, okay, 2, and then servings per container. I'm sorry, serving size, it would be the 1, and then servings per container. So if there was, let's say there was 4. So amount per serving, the calorie intake, so that's the total value. So if there are servings per container, let's say it's 100. But the calories will say 100. But if you eat the whole thing, that is now 400 if the servings per container was 4. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, since you said about sugar, if you go down, you will find that sugars will actually be under your total carbohydrate. You can always look here, and the value that's going to be on the right-hand side is going to be the percentage of the daily value. Now, the information on this label, which can help control how much sugar you eat is based on a 2,000 calorie diet.
Okay. So that means that I have to be careful not to eat too many calories for breakfast. So what are my options? What can I have for breakfast to be a healthy breakfast that's gonna keep me kind of full until lunch?
I don't want you to be concerned with the calories because it looks like you're eating a little bit less than you should be, but we can focus on the sugars. So, what foods, if time was not a concern, if we didn't have a busy morning, what foods would you normally prefer to eat in the morning?
If it's not a busy morning, I would like to have a
Cereal.
with milk, or maybe I like to have a yogurt. I do like fruits. I'm not so much fan of the omelets.
So eggs are not a
I would prefer something cold, like cereal with milk.
like a cold breakfast, okay?
I do like the cheese.
You like cheese? Oh, a quiche.
That's my favorite.
So you like more cereal with milk, yogurt, fruit, cheese, a quiche. So just something that you can eat quickly and go. All right. So looking at this, maybe cereal with milk isn't too quick. I don't know if you take your time.
Yeah. Well, I think probably fruits for sure. You can eat them on the car. And I don't know, should I have some cheese sticks?
Yeah, cheese sticks could be a good option if you just want to eat on the go.
Or pretzels, or they are not so healthy.
They could be if you eat maybe like half a cup, but because it's early morning and you still would like to have your coffee as well, correct?
Yes.
So how do you drink your coffee, just so I can have an idea?
I do add a little bit of sugar and a little bit of milk.
Okay. So in order to watch the sugar, we could limit to how much sugar, or you could maybe slowly start to decrease to where you have no sugar in your coffee. And for your breakfast, how many times do you think you would be able to try to have a quick breakfast? Maybe a week, over a month?
Well, let's try for 3 months.
So you want to try it for a standard period of 3 months, okay? And how many times a week would you like to try and see?
Okay, I can have like 2 days a week.
2 days a week for 2 months.
A regular breakfast, like not a rush, and then 5 days a week to be a quick breakfast.
Okay. So I think that's definitely doable. I think the regular breakfast, we'll discuss what you would like to eat on the regular breakfast, which would be
eggs, omelets,
eggs.
Or
you did say you liked cereal with milk,
yes.
So if you would like, you could still do that, and maybe on the side have maybe a fruit, or maybe you could have
can I have oatmeal? I can
oatmeal
have
is
oatmeal
good for the regular one,
for the
and then you
regular
could top it with fruit if you'd like.
Yes.
And then for the quick
Can I
breakfast,
have dry fruits with the oatmeal or it's too much sugar in?
um, it depends. If you get just because there will be a candied dried fruit,
Mhm.
which will have a lot of sugar and preservatives. Of course, fresh fruit is always better for you. It's the sugars in fresh fruit will be all natural, it won't be added. But regular dried fruit, if done with the smaller serving size, maybe like 2 tablespoons, should be okay.
Can I have like almonds?
Mhm. So nuts are also really good, so you can add that as on the side.
Okay.
So let's
So let's
see.
choose then oatmeal with almonds and fresh fruits and maybe uh, boiled eggs with tomato.
Okay.
And then I have on the quick breakfast,
hmm
fruits and cheese.
So you did say you like the quiche.
Yes.
So those you can make them smaller. Do you like to cook?
Uh, I do, but I'm not so good in doing that. But I can try. Um, yeah, I can try. Yes, or I can buy them from Costco.
Costco does sell the quiche. If you want, you could do that and you could prepare it maybe the night before. That way in the
I
morning
think
they're
that
ready to
sounds
go.
good.
So we could do that and then you could also do maybe like a few grapes or maybe a banana for those rushed mornings.
I think that's a good plan.
Okay, so we'll do 3 months and we'll do 1 to 2 days a week. So you wanted to have a regular breakfast that's not rushed, maybe on a day off. You also said that you wanted 2 to 3 days a week that you wanted to do that quick breakfast, which again we could do the night before. We could do maybe some fruit, maybe a cheese stick. If you get the quiche that you were talking about from Costco, that works as well. And then for the sugar, since you did mention that you do have a history of diabetes, what we could do is we could, because you're not eating very much as of now from the last time, but we could just limit how much added sugar. So
Okay.
we'll try to keep it more fresh fruit. We'll try to limit how much sugar you put in your coffee. So I'm gonna show you a little map, and it just has a scale that has, so it's a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being highly motivated and 1 being not so motivated. So just looking at the scale, how motivated do you feel like you are with doing the
I
new?
think I'm right here.
So you're pretty high. That's a good number to be at. I'm confident. Well, I think this is very doable. I think you're already on a pretty good track. So yeah, I'll check back in with you maybe the 3 months, maybe 1.5.
Um, yeah, 3 months.
At the
Do
three
you
month
think I
period.
will lose some weight with this, or it's gonna be a more like being healthy?
This is definitely a start to being more healthy. If you would like, having breakfast in the morning, I'll show you here, does have, there's just a little list. It does say that people who have breakfast in the morning are more likely to lose weight, but this is more of a plan to be healthy if you'd like. Maybe after the 3 months, after we see how we are with the breakfast, we can discuss more about weight loss. But for now, I want to make sure that you're having a good nutritional breakfast, even if it's on the go, something quick. And then maybe further we can discuss going into losing weight. A little bit worried because, as I showed you on your analysis, Looks like you did eat a little less, so I would like to focus more on the goals that we have set now before we start moving on to other
Okay.
things.
Sounds good.
All right, well, thank you. I will see you in 3 weeks.
Thank you.
All right.